Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is dinner time and I'm about to make what we call goop in our house, and it's kind of like a taco pie, taco lasagna type of dish. It's something that I threw together a couple years ago and it quickly became a family favorite amongst all of our family and friends. I make this all the time. It's super easy, super cheap to do, and it's absolutely delicious. Here are all of our ingredients. We're gonna need tortillas, some kind of ground meat. I'm using ground turkey tonight, but you can also use shredded chicken, you can use hamburger, whatever your heart desires. I'm gonna use some taco seasoning, some salsa, some sour cream, cheese, some lettuce, and I have a little bit of Doritos left over, so I'm gonna crunch those up and put them on top. I'm actually gonna go ahead and start by preheating my oven. I'm gonna do 415 and get that going. Now I am gonna cook the taco meat first, and then we will assemble the casserole taco pie thing, whatever you wanna call it. So I'm gonna cook the hamburger and then really just prep the lettuce is the only other thing that we're gonna need to do, and then we can start kind of assembling and throw it in the oven. I also wanted to mention, this is one of those dinners where you can either do like an 8x8, 9x9, or you can do the 9x13 baking dish. You can kind of adjust it however you need to. It's just Anthony, Holly, and myself. So I'm just gonna do the smaller one. So our layers in the middle are gonna be a little bit thicker. She has to say hi, my little helper from behind bars. So I'm just gonna do the smaller one, so our layers in the middle are gonna be a little bit thicker, which is fine because I don't need to make a great big one. This is very easy to make a bigger dish of it for multiple people. I'm gonna use this small skillet. I might regret this in a few minutes, but I don't intend on using this whole package of ground turkey. I actually have some left over in the fridge from dinner the other night that I never used. So I'm gonna get that pan heating up, and then I've got this ground turkey here, and then I've got some ground turkey in here. So about a pound. You can really use whatever you like. I have made this recipe with chicken and green salsa before. It's really good. You can also add corn and black beans is really good added to this. Really, the taco pie is your oyster. You do whatever sounds good to you. This is just kind of typically what we go for. So just gonna use that, about a pound, like I said. Pan's heating up. Gonna dump that right in. I really hope this pan is gonna be big enough, but I'm just making taco meat, so it should be fine. I also wanted to say that all of these ingredients are, double check here before I say it. Yep, all of these ingredients are from Aldi. Y'all know it's my favorite store. It's the best grocery store in my opinion. And then really the only thing that I need to prep is the lettuce. So I'm just gonna cut up one, I guess romaine heart is what these are called. There's 3 of them in this bag. So I'm just gonna cut up one. I add this at the end because I obviously don't wanna bake my lettuce. I think that would be kind of gross. I also have to be able to get this out of this packaging. Great idea, but man, this packaging is tough. Okay, so here's my lettuce. I'm gonna tear off a few of these leaves because it's not looking the best. I'm just gonna tear off the outer ones. And then I'm gonna slice it up and then wash it. That way I can get all of the pieces that we're gonna use washed. Taco meat is starting to get to temperature. And I'm just gonna slice this kind of thin. You can also just buy shredded iceberg lettuce. You can use iceberg lettuce. I've made this with spinach. Like I said, this is kind of the base. You can substitute anything that you'd like. If your family doesn't like romaine lettuce, or if you don't want lettuce at all, you can leave it off. But I kind of like the warm casserole with the chilled lettuce on the top. I think it's a nice kind of change of temperatures. while you're eating it. It just adds that nice fresh bite to it. All right, lettuce is sitting in the strainer in the sink. I still need to put this ground turkey away. I'm just gonna throw it in a Ziploc. Hamburger's cooking. Like I said, that's really the only thing I need to prep. So I can get rid of this cutting board and knife. This is kind of one of those like fuss-free dinners, especially if you buy the like pre-shredded like iceberg lettuce that you can get in the bags. It really, the only thing you have to do is cook the meat, and then you throw everything together and pop it in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in our baking dish so that the tortillas don't stick. Just a little bit, maybe a tablespoon worth. And then I'm gonna take a paper towel and move it around because I already washed my hands and I don't really wanna do it again. The struggle. So, and you don't have to do this step. I have noticed that if you put just a very small, you could use spray too. I don't have spray, so I'm using this. So yeah, everything's ready. So I'm gonna get this I almost said hamburger. It's ground turkey. We usually buy hamburger, but with the price of everything nowadays, we're trying out some ground turkey. I also have my glucose test in about a week and a half. If you don't know, I am 26 weeks pregnant when I'm filming this with my second baby. And so, I don't know, I just feel like ground turkey is one of those substitutions that it's a little bit better for you. It's a little bit cheaper right now because birds are usually cheaper than cows. So yeah, and it's leaner. We really enjoy kind of leaner meat substitutions as far as like turkey bacon, turkey sausage, turkey smoked sausage, turkey pepperoni, that kind of thing. We kind of prefer the turkey side of things because they're not as greasy. And if you season them, they all taste the same. To be on the thicker side. You don't want this to make the tortilla soggy, so this is kind of what you're looking for here. We're fogged up. But you want it to be like nice and coated on the meat and not with a bunch of extra juices. Everything's done, so we're gonna start assembling. So I've got everything set out here. The first thing that we're gonna throw in is, I have these smaller tortillas, so I'm gonna throw in 4 of them, 1 in each corner. And if you are doing the bigger dish, just add 2 extra tortillas in the middle. You just want to kind of make a bed of tortillas. My tortillas are a little bit cold from being in the fridge, so I'm just going to kind of see if I can get them to stay. You can use regular sized tortillas as well, whatever you have. I have these smaller ones, so that's what I'm using. So you just want it to make a nice bed. The next thing that's going to go in is our taco meat. So I'm gonna do half of our taco meat. I'm just gonna pull it right out of the pan and then spread this around. My pan is a little warped, so hopefully it's not too wobbly on you. So we're just gonna spread this around and see what I mean by you don't want it too liquidy, because you don't want it to make the tortillas super soggy. This is fine though. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more. I'd rather have thicker layers on the bottom than on the top, because then it gets top heavy when you're trying to serve it. Okay, so you got your meat, you're going in with some cheese. Nice little layer of cheese. Do as little, as much as you'd like. I'm just using cheddar. You can use Mexican cheese. pepper jack cheese, whatever you would like. And then I have these Doritos left over. I've crunched them up in the bag, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a lot of them. Sprinkle some of them over the top here. Well, I didn't have as many as I thought, so I'm just gonna go for it. Everyone in the pool. And just kind of spread these around. And then some salsa. And I forgot to grab a spoon. And you're just gonna dollop on some salsa on top of that. You can do as little or as much as you would like. Again, just using the Aldi brand salsa. I cannot get enough of that grocery store, guys. I'm a big generics girl, and I am a big budget friendly girl, and Aldi is the place for me when it comes to family dinners. All right, so we got maybe one more scoop. So we got our salsa, just kind of spread that around a little bit, make it nice and even. You don't want anything toppling over. And then that's it for our layers. So I'm just gonna repeat one more time, and then I'm going to top it with tortillas and put the sour cream on the very top layer. Okay, here she is in all her glory. I did throw a little cheese on top because I think it looks nice and because my heart told me to put cheese on top. So she's going in the oven for 15 minutes at 415. Sorry, my oven's really gross. Don't judge, we're friends. So that baby's going in there. I'm set a timer. "15 minutes, and I'll meet you back here when the timer is up. Here it is in all its glory. It's been cooling for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of our lettuce and plop it right on top. How is it? Is that so yummy? Holly is 19 months old, if anyone's wondering. So we've got our little toddler, and it is toddler approved. Is that so yummy? She loves it. As always, I'll have the recipe linked down below for you guys and typed out as well. If you make this, put down in the comments below how you liked it, or if you made any changes or had suggestions to make it better, let me know. I love reading the comments and getting ideas from you guys. But until next time, cheers.